Hello and welcome to this Beer Clipper video. This is the second of my gathering together of all the clips of doing a project specifically with Rosie. The first one was brilliant, really good. Made some terrain from some scattered terrain from some leftover XPS. And that was the first project I did with her. The second project was making this cardboard castle. Now I bought two of these kits, so I've still got one to go actually, even as I stand here now. And me and Rosie put it together and we had a lot of fun making it, both painting it and then assembling it as a diorama. And it's now in her playroom so she can play with it, which is the purpose of making it. So I really hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the daddy-daughter time. I love hobbying with Rosie. It's the best thing in the world, and hopefully we'll continue doing it for many years to come, and I'm really pleased to have been able to capture it for my own posterity and share it with you, and maybe inspire some of you to get the hobbying with your kids as well. In the comments of the last video, someone said that his daughter saw what he was watching and said, "Oh, can I do that please?" Which I can't tell you how that means to me. That was such an awesome thing to read. So hopefully that happens again, and more people get more time with their families, because definitely families first. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. Bit of a longer introduction. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do say hello. It's just so awesome to read those comments. They really inspire me. So do that if you can. And otherwise, enjoy the video and I'll see you again at the end. So it's time for a new build with Rosie. And what we're going to make, you're very excited, aren't you? I bought these from Lidl a while ago, quite a long time ago. And they've sat in my stash. And you've been asking to hobby again with me, haven't you? You're asking and asking and asking. And so we're going to make, I bought two, we're going to make these up and we're going to put them on a base and we're going to make it a really nice castle, and it will be both for me and for you, so you'll be able to play with it as well. And that's the plan, isn't it, love? Yes. So if we have a look on the back, you can see that you get a couple of trebuchets, you get a siege tower, you get some ladders, and you get some walls. Now I should probably have bought 4 of these because there's not enough walls actually to, even with 2, to make a full castle. But anyway, that's just I didn't notice. If I'd noticed, I probably would have done. So to open this, Rosie, can you just lift there, pull this gently like that. There we are, good girl. Let's have a look inside and see what there is. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to do straight away. We're going to have a look at it first. And then we'll probably turn the camera off, work out, we'll put that to one side because we'll do that second. We'll work out how it goes together and then we'll start to assemble it. So you've got all these pieces and I'm hoping that there's some instructions. I don't see any instructions yet. Let's have a quick look back into here and see if there are. How about that? Right, we're going to open this up more and look at those instructions. They are very clear, aren't they? Good. Yeah? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we'll find all the pieces we need for this, and then we'll come back and we will use glue to stick this together. It says you don't need glue, but we're going to use glue to stick it together. So give us a minute to gather our parts, and then yeah, we'll start assembling. Excited? Yay! Yay! That was a very funny noise, but translating, that means yes, very. So after some hunting, I've managed to find parts 1, 2 and 3. So what I need you to do, Rosie, is you see this bit? Can you push that out of the sprue? Just push it all out, the whole piece, gently. Not just the middle bit, the whole piece, like that, you see? And then what I'll do is I'll get you a toothpick to push those bits out in the middle. So let me just get you a toothpick, and you'll be able to do that much better. So this is part 1, which is the centre part. So if you use a toothpick, be very careful when, oh, that's not a very good toothpick, let's get a better one. Be very careful you don't bend the cardboard like you've already bent it there. You need to be careful not to bend it. So can you push this bit out now? That's it, good girl. It's actually not very easy to do that, is it? Oh, actually that needs to stand up, that's why. That needs to bend up. So from this side, if you push, watch what I'm doing, it will bend up like that. How about that? Now can you push that out, please? That's it, good girl, there we are, sorted. Right, so that's part 1. So what we've also got is parts 2 and 3 here, which we'll now take out of the sprues like this. Could you pull that one out?
Yes.
Just pull it, don't need the toothpick, just pull it, this. That's it. Good girl. And we'll put this to one side. So don't need that just yet. So once again, what we need is we need to push these up. So just use your finger to push through. Push it up, for the other way, from the bottom. That's it. Keep going. Good girl. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's perfect. And then the middle one. No, just push it through from the other side, from here. Push it there. That's it. Yeah, look, you did it. Well done. And finally, this one, we're going to do the same. So push it from the bottom. You don't need the toothpick, probably, on these. Toothpick for the smaller ones. So push that through. That's it. And there. Oh, careful you don't bend it. And that bit there. That's it. Perfect. Good girl. So what we've got now is, if we have a look at our diagram, we've got these pieces here. So we put this one in the middle. And we'll, as I said, we'll put this on a base, but let's assemble it like this first. We've got this one in the middle. We put that there. Look. You see? Yes. Yes. Can you do that side there? Yes. So you put that one in there. There we are. Look, we've got ourselves our little base of our walls. Now we're definitely going to need to mount this to something, because it's just going to fall apart straight away. But that's fine. Do you want to do the castle walls now, and then we'll stop for today? Yes. And I'll find some base. So what we're going to do is going to pull this out like that. Do you want to help? Yes. Just keep pulling. Pull this out. That's it. That's it. Well done. Good girl. Whoa, yes. And what happens now is we have a bend here and a bend here. And I believe these, you don't need the toothpicks.
I'm just trying to see this one.
This is a bit odd. Wait a second. Oh, I see, I see. So they bend under, you see? Yeah. Can you bend that one under?
Yes.
Like that, perfect. And then we've got 3 more here. Can you bend these under? Perfect. And that one. That's it, and that one. Well done. So what now happens is, this doesn't stay together very well. Oh, good girl. You saw something that needed popped out, and so you did it. Very well done.
I did it.
Well done. There's some more there. And again. Oh, that's brilliant, Rosie. And at this end. Very good. Right, let's see if we can get this stood up, and then we'll wrap it up for today, because this is a bit odd. And what I'm going to need to do is find a base to stand these on. So that slots through. Can you? Right, let's turn it round, and you can see what we're doing.
That's been too.
Right, let's turn this round.
Oh, I did it.
You did do it. Well done. Right, so we've got that turned round. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mount this on. So that slots through there. And that slots through there. Can you see what I'm doing, Roo?
I'm just putting these back.
Okay, good girl. This is actually a bit fiddly, but then often these cardboard things are. And then that slots through there. You're going to need to glue this. If you've got one of these kits, you're going to need to glue this. Have you got board?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll finish this up and we'll do a little bit more another time, okay? Good girl. And that was the limit of Rosie's patience, which is fair enough, because this is actually quite fiddly and annoying. We'll continue to do this together. I am actually thinking what we're going to do, Rosie, is we're going to, I might actually stop assembling, and I think we might paint and then we'll stick it together. How about that? So maybe we can do some painting on it tomorrow. Do you like that?
I like to do it today.
Do you want to do some painting today?
Yeah.
Okay, well what we'll do is we'll get some paints out and we'll do it together in a bit, okay? Okay?
There's Grandma.
There's Grandma, yes.
Grandma.
Right, so what we've got here is we've got our light grey paint, and I did film a clip, but I didn't have the microphone on because I'm an idiot. So we're just going to very carefully paint all of it grey with this light grey. Don't put too much of a slob on. Make it thin. We want to be able to see things through this grey because we've got details underneath it, you see. That's it, good girl. So we'll paint all of this and all the walls. I won't film it all. And then when we're ready to come back and do the details, then we'll turn the camera back on. But I do think painting this before assembly, it does warp it a bit, especially if you put too much water on. But I still think that if we stick it to a base, then it should be okay. But yeah, let's get this done. Not too much, spread it thin. That's way too thick. Spread it thin. Yeah? Do you see how thin it needs to be?
Yes.
Because if you don't do it thin, you can't see the pictures underneath. Yeah? And we need to be able to see the pictures underneath. So nice and thin. Don't slap it on too thick. And that goes for you guys as well. Right, we'll get this done and we'll bring you back in a bit. Well done, Roo. So we're back here. We're going to paint the other side of this and the other bits that we painted earlier. And Rosie is very, very cleverly pushing out the little bits of sprue that are here, just before we get started. I'm not going to film very much of this because it's basically going to be the same. So we've got the light grey, we've got the water, and we've got our brushes, and we're going to crack on with that. So probably the next thing that I do and film will be when we're doing a different colour. So we're going to pick out these stones in a darker grey and in a white as well, just to give it a bit of variation, and that'll be a bit of fun because I'll probably mask them to help Rosie. And then we're going to paint the ivy, and I think the ivy is going to be purple, isn't it, love? Is the ivy going to be purple? Yeah, so we'll just get this painted up, but anyway, go and crack on. I won't film it, it could be the same. So yeah, let's get painting. Right, we are back and we have the monster with us. Say hiya.
Hiya.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to paint some of the wooden pieces. Going to make use of this nice reddy brown. I really like it. And I've just given the instructions, haven't I? So do you want to say where are we going to paint, Roo?
On the line.
Only on the lines, because everything else is maybe not wood. So, oh, I need to get, 1 second, I need to get my, there we are, get the water. So remember how we do it. Dip in the water a little bit to get your brush a bit wet. Get a little bit of paint, but not too much. And then paint it over, but only on the lines. Only on these lines bits. So yeah, we're going to do this now. So again, I won't bore you by watching it all, by filming it all. But yeah, it's been a few days since we've hobbied, isn't it, love? Been a bit busy. Make sure you don't leave blobs. Oh, you're having fun there, aren't you?
I like to wash my blood.
Okay. Right, so yeah, we're going to paint all the bits that should be wooden. I would have been doing the other stone colours, but I haven't had time to mask, so that'll have to be done next. Just remember, if it gets too thick like here, Roo, look, you need to brush that out a bit. That's it, smear it over. Very good. You're getting very good at this. So yeah, everywhere where you see lines, you can paint. Right, we're going to keep doing this, and I'll bring you back for the next step when I get to it. I'm getting ready for a little bit more hobby time with Rosie. She's been a bit sick today, this morning, but now she's really starting to feel a lot better, which is good. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting the dark grey to pick out these stones. However, being 3 years old, which I do need to keep reminding myself, she is not going to be neat enough to stay nicely within the lines and paint like I would be able to, and I wouldn't expect her to. So what I'm doing, as you can see, is very carefully masking off around each of the shapes so that she can come along and have fun, and she doesn't have to even think about that because she's just too young to have to worry about that sort of thing right now. Staying in the lines is something that she can learn when she gets a bit older. So yeah, so I probably won't mask every single bit of this off, and depending on how well this goes, because this has taken me ages, I might do quite a bit of this myself another time as well. So I'm not promising that all of this was going to be done by Rosie. I may do some painting on my own, but I'm certainly going to mask this one, and I'm going to try and mask that one as well, so that when she comes up after she's when she's ready in a little while, we have some good hobbying set to do, and she can have fun, because that is what it's all about. So yeah, it's a bit laborious process, but it's going to look nice when it's done. And at the end of the day, the purpose here is to have fun with Rosie. There we are. And encourage her to have a go at things that she might think she can't normally do. But staying in the lines, staying as accurate as these require, is definitely not something I'm going to ask of her. So yeah, I'll carry on with that, get this masked off the next one, and I'll turn the camera back on when we're about to start painting. Right, I have just spent I don't know how long masking that and also this off, but it's done. And Rosie has joined me, and you're very, very excited to get involved. But what we're going to be doing, and I'll just quickly show you, you're going to get a little bit of black, a little bit of dark grey, and you just want to paint it as carefully as you can, do you see? Yeah. Between the lines. And I'm going to try and do it without masking, so let's see if that's a stupid mistake. And what we're doing here is we're picking out the bricks in the stones, and this is going to take quite a while, particularly if I have to mask lots. So just paint, 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 that's it. Very good. Try and go for a bit of a drier bit, not the wetter bit, because we want to have this quite a strong colour. We don't want it to be so watery as we did the light grey. That's it, good girl. Keep going, just keep painting. It's masked, so you don't have to worry about going outside the lines. You can paint like this if you want to. Wow, you are doing very well, keeping in the lines. Absolutely fantastic work, love. So yeah, so I'm just going to paint this, and Rosie's... that. You can paint that if you want to. You can paint it all, but that won't do anything because there's masking over it. I'll peel that off. You want to paint between the yellow lines, between the yellow bits. If you because the thing is we painted it. You see what we painted the walls light grey, and what we're now doing is we're painting these kind of like bricky bits dark grey. That's what we're doing. So anyway, look at that. She is doing so well. Good girl. Keep going.
No, it's your turn to do that.
Well, I'm doing this one, so you keep doing all the ones I masked off for you, and I'll do the ones that aren't masked, because it was taking me hours to mask, so I've masked quite a lot for you to do. That's exactly what you should do. Just kind of get some paint and slap it over. There we are. Good girl. That's very good going. And I'm going to try and do it without masking, like I say. Very, very good. You're doing it perfectly. You can go a little bit more up to the edges if you want. Perfect. Missed a bit of masking there, never mind. That's it, yep. And try and pick up more paint than water, so take it from up here where it's drier. Do you see? So go, let me get some paint on your brush. Right, now go for it. You see it's a bit darker? That's what we want for this. We want it to be a bit darker. So maybe go over these again a little bit. Do them again with a little bit more paint. Perfect.
I like some getting water. I like
You don't need water. We want it to be a darker colour. So you're actually fine. Just get a little bit more paint on your brush. That's it. And now paint over the top again.
This one.
No, do these. There's a little bit more paint needed up here.
I like that one.
Well, I need this brush because I'm painting without masking, you see. Well, you have this one. No, you can't have this one because I need it to paint with mine without masking. Here we are. Get some more paint on your brush. That's it. Very good. There we are. And that's it. Slap it on. Good girl. Nice and dark. There we are. Nice and dark. Good girl.
I need to see the end of it.
Well, you will be able to. When it's dried, we'll peel all the yellow off, and then you'll be able to see what you've painted. So that's good. So now you can do this one if you want. Same thing.
No.
Same thing. Just paint all of the bits which isn't yellow. Keep going. You've nearly done it. That's it. Good girl.
painted it so there.
That's very good. And maybe not quite that wet. It's very good.
Because I'm getting this on there.
Okay, shall we want to turn it around a bit? How's that? Is that easier? Do you want me to do the rest? Well done. You've done very well, Rosie. Good girl. Right, so out of shot because she's kind of tucked around here, but I've got Rosie with me again and we're going to do the final bits of painting together on this. The next time we hobby together, we'll be assembling it. How about that, love? So what we're going to do is we're going to paint all of these bits here. You see these circles and these shapes here and here. Just make sure you don't go onto these if you can help it. And we're going to paint them in the darker brown. So as per usual, get some paint and then just spread it on nice and thin like that, you see? And what this is actually the siege engine. So you've got a little bit too much there, so take some off. And then just spread, spread, spread. Just spread, spread, spread like this. Spread, spread, spread. Spread, spread. There we are. So these are the siege engines. Yeah, just spread it all over. Just don't go over anywhere we've already painted, that's all. That's the only thing to bear in mind. Yeah, sorry, finish my sentence. This will be the siege engines that will be... No, don't go over where we've already painted. Siege engines which will be outside the castle. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because I need to keep my eye on trouble, don't I? Because you're trouble, aren't you, love? Yes, you are. So yeah, just make sure that you don't go over anywhere we've already painted because we want to do these a different colour, you see. This is a darker brown. We don't want to go over where we've painted it ready brown already.
But that's like what you do.
So you do this. Do you want to have my brush? Is it going to be easier?
Yeah.
I think it's softer.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. We'll wash that off in a second.
I like the dry of that.
Well, how about you wipe it on the card, love? And then you get the paint on the card. Look, watch. Wipe. Just like that. No problem. All done.
But it's still there.
Okay. No, it's not. Look. All gone. Hold yourself up. So what you do, hold the brush and do it nice and loose. So don't hold it. So that's it. Yeah. And do it in stripes. Shh, shh, shh. Like this. Shh, 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 shh.
I done that, Mum.
So now do this one. Okay, yeah, do that one then. And let's get these looking awesome. That's it, very good, perfect. You're doing very well there, love. Doing really well. I'm getting in the way of the camera. I'm going to stand back and watch. Look at that. That's perfect. Well done. Just a little bit more up round here and you'll be fine. You got a bit of a scratch? Yeah, Rosie just fell off her. Just fell off your little scooter, didn't you, on the patio?
Yeah, I'm able to shoot.
Yeah, you're going to do those. Right, keep doing here. There we are. Right, let's move that out of the way. And you can do these shapes and then we're done. This shape and these is what you want to do.
That's not.
I know you have. It's because you cried, didn't it? Yeah, just do these shapes and these shapes. Okay?
Have you got a tissue?
I will get you a tissue right now, my love.
Come on, what's that?
What's what? That's your blow. Yeah, and again. Good girl.
What is that?
That's your reindeer, isn't it?
No, what's that? The little thing.
That's your duck. That doesn't work anymore. You're going to keep painting. That's your duck from your bath, but it got mouldy, so Mummy gave it to me. You've got new toys now. I'm using it. That's it, very good. You've got plenty of paint there. Do these shapes as well. See if there's anything else I need to do. Don't think there is. Very good. Loving it. You've done that very well. Right, we're done.
What else?
That's it. We're going to let that dry. Okay.
No, that one.
Now this is the ground, so we'll do that later when we come to assemble it. We don't need to paint that now. Okay? Do you enjoy that? High five. Good girl. I'm going to do a little bit on this project with Rosie before she's here, because this involves sharp knives and other things, which she's very, very competent, but she's a little bit young yet to be doing this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick down these, which is the base of the wall, to this XPS. So I'm just going to do this by eye and cut this out around it. This will also give an opportunity for Rosie to do the bit that she really loves, which is the sprinkles, because we'll do a really cool kind of like scenery around this, put some rocks and what have you. So I'll give her an opportunity to do that. So first of all, we're going to cut this out like this. There we are. And the next thing that you have to do when you're working, sorry, a bit noisy, when you're working with stuff that's as shiny as this, you actually need to score it. Now, I have a wire brush for this and it's a nasty noise, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this all over. I'll do that without filming, show what it looks like, and then we'll stick these down, and hopefully that will dry quickly, and then later on I can actually get to sticking the walls on and doing stuff with Rosie together, which is obviously the purpose of this. But yeah, sometimes a couple of things I have to do on my own. She's not really going to be, don't want to be playing with that, put it that way. Right, so that's done, as you can see, nicely scored, done a crisscross pattern, and that will now mean that this actually grabs and doesn't just kind of peel straight off. So I'm going to use PVA to glue this down. What I'll do is I'll put some PVA on the bottom. I need to make sure to lift these tabs up out the way because I need them for actually fitting the walls. And then we'll spread that PVA out thinly. I put way too much there, but it's fine. So we'll spread that out, and then I'm going to weight them down and leave them to dry for a good, probably till tomorrow, to be honest. So leave them to dry for a fair while. But I do just want to make sure those tabs don't get accidentally glued. Yeah, so that's that. Make sure to get it in roughly the right position. Put it down. You can see that it is already warping, but I've got these heavy weights here that I could set on, which will stop them from lifting. And ideally I won't be putting them on top of the tabs, because I really do want those tabs lifted. So I've squashed that tab down, which was thoughtless, so just pull that back up and then basically do it like that. Now once I've done everything, I'll be able to put these weights in a slightly better location, but I'll get that done now, get the rest of them glued, get it all lined up and weighted down, and then that can, as I say, stay for a couple of hours, or maybe until tomorrow, depending on how the evening goes, and then we'll start to actually do the building, which is what Rosie's looking forward to, and certainly what I'm looking forward to too.
You've got my brush ready.
You've got your brush ready, yes, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue the walls to the base. Now the base has already warped, so I probably would end up cutting some wood and gluing this down to some plywood. However, right now what we're going to do is hopefully careful, you push that shut, it's okay, don't worry. Hopefully, lift that again using my spoon. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little blob of glue, and I need you to spread that around. Okay, I've put too much on that one, so I'll move it, and I'll put too much on that one. So spread it so it's all nice and spread, and oh, careful, that's it. Now do this one. Good girl. Just spread each one nicely, give it a nice, that's it, and then these ones, very good, and this one, and finally this one. Right, that's awesome. So that's the gluing done, so I'll pop that to one side. We'll wash that after we've finished, and what we're going to do now, and I'm going to need your help on this as well, So I've got some tweezers. I've been thinking about this because this is not the easiest thing in the world. Pull that right the way through and then press that down, and what we'll do is we'll put some weights on it like that. Ooh. Put some weights on it, and then can you see? Oh, Daddy's not doing this very well. This is very, very difficult. You know that. I don't know who designed this, but whoever designed this doesn't really understand what a simple assembly is. So, if you can get that, there we are, and that.
There's no glue on yours.
No, and that, and what we're going to do is we're going to put these weights in to hold it down. Don't put glue on the metal. I don't need glue on the metal.
Do you need it on the metal?
No, you don't need it on the metal because it will stick the metal together and we don't want that. Right, so we've got that side done. Don't put it on your face either. Good girl. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do this side. And then we can leave it to dry. So it's not very easy, is it, love? Can you see how difficult this is? Don't touch the metal because I've just got that balanced. Rosie, I've just got that balanced. That was quite hard to do. So, because it's not easy.
I am going down now.
Well, you're going to help me with this last bit? Watch, look. Last bit. Come on, get through. Don't push it because it'll fall over and then I'll get upset because it will fall over again. Rosie, can you hold this bit on the top? At the top there. Just don't let it move. Very good. No, don't let it move. Hold it. Hold it tight. I need to get that through and it's not wanting to go through because it's got all wet. Oh yeah, got it. Like, oh. Right, don't worry about it. Keep hold. Oh, that one's come out. This is a comedy to watch, I'm sure. You know what I need to do? I need to put something behind as well. So when I get this in, are you going to go sit somewhere else? I don't blame you. This is very hard. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Look, Rosie. Rosie, look what I've done. I'm putting that behind it so that doesn't pop out. And I'm going to get another one over here.
I need my teddies. I want to play teddies. I want my one teddy.
Well, go and get a teddy then, love. Go on. Shh, don't shout. Mummy's asleep. We'll never work with kids or children. Okay, you go get your teddy, love, and I'll get this done. Right, this is really difficult. Let me move the camera around so you can see what's going on while Rosie's not here. I think she'll be back. So, trying to get them to go in is very, very tough. Whoever designed this is not very smart. So actually, let's put that there. Move that down. Put that weight there. And that should hold those in. Put weights on there. I might be nearly there. I might have nearly done it. And one more. And then we could leave it to dry. Nearly, nearly, nearly. Do not go back. Dry in. And there we are. You got your teddies, Rosie? Good girl. Right, hop back up.
Too tight.
Right, hop back up and have a look and see. I managed to do it. That was very hard. Thank you. Have a look. Have a look.
No.
Okay. Well, that's done.
All of my teddies.
Right. Look what I've done. I've got weights on here and I've got weights behind here. And now that's nice and stable. Look, isn't that good? Go on. Never work with kids. Well, that was tough. Rosie wasn't really involved. It's a bit difficult for her to get involved with what we were doing, and so she lost interest and disappeared. You can't blame her really. So I think I might do the rest of the assembly of this, just putting the towers together and what have you, without her. I don't think it's very fair to expect her to put up with me finding things difficult and what have you. So yeah, so I think that is, and then she'll look forward to hobbying rather than think it's rubbish. So I might just do the rest of the assembly, like I say, without Rosie, and yeah, just consider that she is only 3 and a bit, and it is a bit of an ask to ask her to do things like this, especially when it's difficult even for me to do. So anyway, you can see that is glued down. It's still quite warped. I'm definitely going to need to stick this down to a better, more solid base. But the actual walls are glued on. Now I did realise after I did this that there's actually supposed to be a bit that goes here, but hopefully I've got enough space. But if I haven't, then I'll deal with that when I put it onto the slightly more solid base. So I'm going to keep assembling it, I'll keep filming, and then I'll bring Rosie back when I've got it all assembled, and what we're going to be doing is coming along, painting these details, and putting down the terrain, the scenery, putting down the modelling compound, all the things that she really loves to do. I'll get her involved at that stage. So anyway, yeah, it was a bit tough. I got a bit frustrated, and so did she, and it's not fair on her. So yeah, I will live and learn. I will live and learn. Well, today I hope to get some time hobbying with Rosie, and I'm just going to do a little bit of prep so that we can actually do some stuff together. The first thing to say is I did screw up. First of all, I painted this as wood. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, because I will be doing the load of texture over it anyway, so that will be getting covered over whatever. But you can see that the original base that I did just isn't big enough. But that's not the biggest thing and the worst thing in the world. It'll be fine. I'll be able to work that out. The second thing, so what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to glue that down. I'm going to do that with Rosie. What I am going to do is draw around this and just make it onto this bigger base. Get it glued down to this bigger base. Now, I think the best way to do this is actually to not worry too much about shaping it just yet. Get this stuck in place, then carve it, because I think that's going to make it easier to get it a completely natural shape. So I'm going to cut the end off. It's going to be a big piece, this. I don't seem to make small pieces. A good sharp knife is really, really cool. There we are. And now what we can do is, with Rosie, I will be able to come along and she can apply the glue underneath, which you'll see when I get to it hopefully, and then put weights on it and then leave that. I'll probably use the grabby glue so she can have a lot of fun with that. And then what I'll do is get this glued in place as well. But I am going to have a quick look at the instructions, just make sure I've not made any more mistakes. As someone said, I could do with her could do with her reading the instructions for me. But I think on top of that there is a tower that goes. So having the inside as wood is not a problem. I think that will work fine. But yeah, I might want to put the tower onto this before I stick this down, but I'm not sure. But anyway, hopefully today get to do some of this with Rosie. We'll see. She's actually not very well. You can tell I've got a sniffle as well. It's just that time of year, and yeah. So hopefully we can get some time together, and I can have some hobby time with her, and I'll of course turn the camera on if I do. Right then, Rosie is most insistent that it's time for hobbying, aren't you? You just dragged me in here. Not that I had much persuading. So what we're going to do, and I've not yet told you what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to glue this down onto this using this cool glue, which I call my super grabby glue, and you can help me with that. So what we're going to do, you guide it and I'll squeeze, because it takes a bit of squeezing. So what we want to do, if you help, we're going to apply the glue to the bottom like this. Okay, yeah, and then I'm going to press again. I'm going to keep going all the way around. And up. I'm going to squeeze again. Let's come back here. And you're going to guide it again. Keep going. Woo, doing a very good job, love. There we are. And then we're going to do W's or M's. Let's do some M's, shall we?
Yeah, and some D's.
So M's. There's an M. Should we do a D?
Yeah.
You like being a doctor, don't you? MD stands for medical doctor. There we are. And then we're going to do a squiggle. Squiggle.
Now.
There we are. Right, that's all the glue we need. Very good. So what we're going to do now, if you help me with this as well, just take it like this. You going to help?
Yeah.
And actually, I'll do that. I'll do that bit because that's going to be a bit easier. We're going to press that in there. And then what I need you to do is press down on it. Get yourself over there and press down really hard. Really hard. Hard as you can. Keep going. Good girl. There we are. Good gluing. Good gluing. Ah! And then put some weights on it. And then the last thing that we're going to do today, right now, is we're going to glue this in. Okay, so that's going to glue in there, and we're going to use PVA. So I'm going to go and get you a brush, and then you can spread the PVA all over that piece. Okay, you going to do that? So we'll put some like that. Right, if you take the brush, can you spread that out for me, please? Spread it all over. Just be bold. Very good. That's exactly it. Good girl. Yep, like that. All over everything. Spread, spread, spread. That's it. That's it. Spread, spread, spread. I've put a bit too much glue on, so in a minute I'm going to take some glue off, and then you can take over again. Right, I'm just going to remove some of the glue because I put a little bit. Oh dear.
I don't like that.
You're going to go and wipe that. Okay. No, you don't want to get glue on you, do you? There we are. I put too much glue on, so when you come back you can take over again.
I will take over.
There we are. Right, keep going like this.
Oh, don't tell me.
Don't tell. I've got to tell you. You've got to be told to learn. That's it. Scrape from where the glue is. That's it. Yep, like that. Keep going. Get it all covered. Every single bit of it needs to be covered. So a little bit more here. And up here. That's it. Perfect. Good girl. Very good. A little bit more. Oh, you got a bit more in you. Don't worry, it'll dry. Right, we're stopped anyway now. That's enough now. So when you come back, you can help me to put it in place, because that's enough glue on there. Right, so turn this over. Okay. Put it in there, and I need you to press it down. Press it down really hard. There we are. And what we're going to do again is we're going to get some more weights, okay? Because we want this to stay exactly where we put it. So I've got some weights here, so I'm going to put a weight there. And I'm going to put a weight there. And that will do. So there we are. Did you enjoy that? Was that a nice, quick hobby?
I like that one.
Yeah, we need to put the lid back on the glue, don't we? Do you want to do that? There we are, pop the lid back on the glue. That's it, like that, yeah?
You do it.
There you go. Right, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's dried. I did with Rosie earlier. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to get the rest of the build done, just so that tomorrow we can get on with some fun things like modelling compound. So yes, I'm going to try to lift these. Hopefully it's not glued it down by mistake. Nope, that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to get the towers done and the entrance done, and hopefully get them all glued in and finished, so that tomorrow me and Rosie can do the next bits. So what I'm working on at the moment is removing all of the blanks, and I'm going to start to assemble it now. I'm not going to film very much, but if there's something I think that's going to be interesting, then I'll pop the camera on. But mostly I'm just going to try to get this done as much as possible. It's possible, maybe likely, that I don't actually finish it tonight, because this is a real pain in the backside to make. So there's a strong likelihood that it's not tomorrow I get to do the rest of it with Rosie, but I'm going to make a crack and try and get it done if at all possible. So this is where I've got to as of Sunday morning. You can see that I've got one of the towers on. I've got the main tower at the back on. I actually built this one wrong. You need to make sure that you get your greenery on the outside. So I've had to take that apart and put that back together again, but that's fine. It's pretty much ready to fit in place. The next things will be to put the walkway around here, and then probably me and Rosie will be able to hobby on this today, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it hasn't been so bad to put together. I certainly did not stick this wall down very well. You can see just how much it's not in there. It's really quite badly lifted. I did a pretty bad job of that. That was that time when I was trying to hobby with Rosie and getting a little bit stressed. But the rest of it's gone pretty well, and I think the second one of these, if and when we get to it, will look a lot better. But yeah, I've been enjoying this this morning. Did a lot of this morning as well as last night, yeah, it was good to get some progress on it. But later on, hopefully, Rosie is still not very well. Hopefully we'll still get some time and we can do a little bit of work with the modelling compound. Alright, so I'm hoping now, in a very short while, in real life, in a very short while, to get some time with Rosie to do some hobbying. So what I'm going to do now is going to do the sharp cutting, the knife stuff, which I don't want to do with her around. And then what we'll do, me and her, next thing will be on camera after this, we're going to do some modelling compound. We're going to build the up all around the base and just get that smeared out and done right, and then we'll get on with doing the rest of it. Now, this is a little bit odd because it's only part of a castle, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cut quite a steep line here, I realise, because we've got ourselves a little bit of a drawbridge. So I'm going to cut it down quite steep around here, as if that's where the moat is, and then I'm going to leave it quite open at the back, and I'm going to go quite wide around here because I might end up building some more towers with her, some more walls with her, just to go right the way back to a square, and then when I do the other one we can then even butt them up. So that's my thinking. So I'm going to get the knife out. I've just got my sharp knife and I'm just going to shave this away and turn it into the shape I want. I'll probably put some music on while I'm doing this because I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do it, so it might take a second. And then next clip will be hopefully me and her working on the modelling compound. Modelling compound mixed, and you're going to help me with it, aren't you, love?
Yeah.
So let's actually move you a little bit over. Hop off a second. A little bit closer. There we are. There we are. Right. So what we want to do is we want to put this here, all down on where the green is. So you get a handful and slap it down. It will wash your hands afterwards.
I don't want to do it.
I thought you said you did.
I do want.
No, I don't know. Well, if you don't want to do it, then I need to use this material up anyway. So I'll show you how it's done. So what you do is you take your handful and you drop it down and you push it around. Give it a go. Give it a go.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. If you don't want to do it this time, you don't have to do it, love, as you know. But I need to at least use the material that I mixed, so I don't waste it. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to have a really nice texture. It's going to look really good once we paint it and then we flock it. You know, your favourite bit.
Mine.
Go on then, you take that. Spread it around. Oh, well done. There we are. Very good. Perfect, there we are. Do you want me to mix some more up so you can do a bit more?
No.
Or is that enough of you for getting dirty? You don't really like getting dirty, do you, love? Don't know where you get that from. Right, so seems like I'm going to be doing most of the modelling compound, but that's cool. The next thing that we'll do together then, love, is we need to extend the walls a little bit. What I've decided I am going to do is I'm going to extend the walls from here down to the end on both sides. So we'll get some cardboard and we'll cut it out and we'll stick it in place, and you can do that together, okay, Roo? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Right.
You got in my way.
I didn't get in your way. There we are. So this is, we're going to need to make lots more modelling compound and spread it all out.
That's one that I did.
That is the bit that you did. Very well done.
I did mine.
You did a little bit, yeah. I'll do the rest though, yeah? If you don't want to do the modelling compound, that's fine. I know you don't like getting dirty. I just thought maybe you might want to do this one this time.
I don't want to do that more.
Do you want me to mix some more up now? Yeah, I can do. Or do you want to do something different?
A little bit.
Do you want me to mix up something different? Do you want to do something different, or do you want me to mix up some more now?
Wait a bit, so more now.
Okay, well I'll wash my hands and I'll mix some more up, and then you can do the next bit. Okay, so Rosie decided after I mixed up some more that she didn't want to do it. So I'm just going to finish it off. I've also drawn off a little bit of a mark here, which is where our custom wall will go, and I'll get Rosie to help me with that for sure. But I'm just going to fill in this, make use of the material that I've mixed up. Looks like I'm going to be doing all the modelling compound, but that's okay. She's not a big fan of getting this kind of goopy stuff all over her. You going to come and have a look, Roo? She's still here. You going to get involved?
Not just a little.
Well, okay, you get a little bit and put it here.
Wait,
You scoop some out and put some there. That's it. Good girl.
I don't want to.
Okay, don't then. You don't have to, love. Do what you want to do. Hobby is for fun. Right, so next time we will do the wall together. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe later today, we'll see.
Are you finished?
Nearly. Very nearly. Not quite. I just had to wash my hands because I had so much modelling compound on my hands that I wasn't able to smooth it. Right, so I'm just working on the extension of the walls for the castle I'm making with Rosie here, and you can see I've done one. So basically 21 centimeters to the top, and I measured out how long it was to the edge of the wall of the to the edge of the board, and then each of the crenellations is just 1 centimeter square. So I drew a line, put some dots, and I've just cut them out. I'm using a sharp knife, sitting watching some YouTube. I've done one of them, and I'm now about to do the second one. So yeah, it's not taking too long. Once this is done, then I will glue it down with Rosie, so that'll be our hobby for tomorrow. But yeah, it's going quite nicely. Just also thought it shows just how easy it would be for you to make this without the kit. So just get some cardboard, cut some crenellations in, cut some doors in it, stick it down to a base, and you've got yourself a castle. Really, really, really easy. Anyway, going to carry on, and I will bring Rosie. Hopefully she'll be well enough to do some hobbying tomorrow. She's still a bit sick, but hopefully we'll be able to get this done a little bit tomorrow, and then I can finish off all of the modelling compound. Right, so now we're back, and what we're going to try to do is stick these walls in place. So basically one's going to go here and one is going to go on the other side. So we've been having a bit of a natter and we're not sure how we're going to do this, but I'm going to try an idea, and if it works, great, and if it doesn't work, then we'll try another idea. So what we're going to do, Rosie, is we're going to tear some masking tape, and we're going to put one on that side. Wait for it, don't press it down, don't press it down just yet. It's folded up for a reason, like that. And then on this side, we're going to put more masking tape, so let's get that done. because we need to stick it to the base and also to the tower. And sticking it to the tower is going to be the hard bit, which we're not going to do now. What we're going to do is this. So I'm going to press that up against the tower where I want it to go, and then use the masking tape to hold it in place, which, because of how I'm pointing the camera, you can't see. So let me just point the camera down a bit. So put the masking tape there, and then the masking tape there. Doing a bad job here. Hopefully the one which we do together will be better. But yeah, the idea is to basically just hold it in place with the masking tape like that. Look, there we are. So that's standing up now, you see, Rosie. So what we need to do now, if I move the camera again, is for you to help me out and do basically the same thing. So what we're going to do, Rosie's got a terrible cough. It's a horrible cough, isn't it, love? You've got a horrible cough. Oh, and that fell over. And that's not ideal. So what I'm going to do actually is just hold it up as well with a right angle. And what I'll do is I'll get another one of these for us over this side. Right, so what I need you to do, Roo, is tear that. There we are. Oh, no, that went a little bit violent. Let me do the tearing and you can do the pressing. So if you can press that down there, like that.
Oh.
No, that's fine. Just press it there. That's okay. And do another one. So I'll tear another one out for you. Okay. And put that here. If you press that down there, that's it. And we'll turn it over. And I'll tell you another one. And we want it to go there. So if you press that there, you really are struggling with that throat, aren't you, my love?
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be all better soon. You are on the mend. Right, so now what I want you to do is press that down on there. That's it. And the same up there. And I'll do this one. Press it really hard. And then what we'll do is we'll hold it up. I've done that not very well. There we are. That's better. And we'll hold it up with our 90-degree angles. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to see whether we can't stick this in place. So I will come back to this when I've worked out how that's going to go. So we've got our two walls there. These will be held in place with modelling compound, which I will do after this, because Rosie doesn't like doing the modelling compound. And then we're going to have to work out how to actually attach the walls to the towers. But I think I've got an idea for that as well. So we'll get to that. So what do you say, Ruru? What do you say? Bye-bye. Good girl. So Rosie's still here, and she might help me with this step after all, because what I'm going to do is I've mixed up some modelling compound, and I'm just going to build it up either side of the walls. Rosie's gone off to sit on the sofa, which is cool. So I'm building up on either side of the walls, so that when that dries, this will be perfectly in position, which is obviously the aim of this whole exercise, is to have a wall that looks good. So do that, push that right up, might get a bigger one, and then yeah, so like that. So I will keep doing that. I will build up the compound on both sides, on both walls, and then when that's dried, we will have walls that we can then try to tie into the towers. Well, with Angela and Rosie away for a little while, I'm not going to be able to do any of the things on this that I'm going to be doing with Rosie. However, what I can do, as you saw in the last clip, she doesn't like getting hands dirty, which is quite funny for me because, yeah, I've never had that worry myself personally. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off all of the modelling compound all around the outside. So I'm just going to do that on and off through the next week or so while they're away, so that when Rosie comes back, we can then get into painting and doing the rest of it and finishing up. So I'm not going to film it. It's exactly what you saw in the last clip. Mix up your modelling compound, put it on, smooth it out, let it to dry. But yeah, just thought I'd quickly point that out. I might do a little bit of painting. I have actually the darker grey. I have realised that I missed the darker grey on the other side of the outer wall, so I need to paint that. But I'm not going to paint the new side walls that we put together last time. I'm going to do that with Rosie, and then yeah, so I might do a few other little bits and pieces on top of just the modelling compound. But mainly the next time I film this, Rosie will be back and we'll be working on it together. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to paint these walls, these cardboard walls that we added. So here's your paintbrush, and wait a second because you need some water, so let's grab the water. And do you remember how to do this? You get your paintbrush a bit wet, then you get some paint, and then you paint it on here. That's it. You just cover it all with that grey. We need to paint the whole thing. Okay? The whole thing. Paint.
More mother. And then
more paint.
more paint.
That's it.
Side. And then put it.
Just spread it on. And we're going to cover the whole thing. All of it.
I'm gonna do it other side.
I'm doing the other side, and when we've done this one, we'll do the other wall together as well. Okay? So just paint away. Very good. Oh yeah. It's nice having you back hobbying.
More water.
A little bit more water. A little bit more paint. Very good. Wow, you're doing a very good job there, love. Your poor little cough that you've got. Wow, good work, love. There's your paint. Keep going.
I don't need more paint.
Yeah, but when you do, it's right there for you. Good girl. That's it. Perfect. Very well done. That is so carefully done. I'm very impressed, Rosie. Look at that. Well done, Roo. There we are. Keep going. Bit more paint on your brush, maybe.
No. Huh?
A little bit more paint. That's it. Good girl. Perfect. Very good. Keep going, there's a little bit more to do here. Just up here. Let's get a bit more paint. You probably need a little bit more paint, love. A bit more paint on your brush. No, not just water, paint as well. That's it. There we are. So, better way to do it is to be like this. Yeah, not from the sides, up and down like that.
I want to do what I
Yeah, well,
want.
you do need to learn how to listen. I've no idea where you get that stubbornness from, Charles.
Oh, can you do it?
Right, have you had enough now? You're doing so well. I'm really impressed, particularly with how well you did those crenellations.
Oh, it's dripping.
It's okay, don't worry, because we're going to paint that tomorrow. We told you that, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's why we're not painting it today, because that will dry and then we'll paint over that tomorrow and it'll all be fine. Perfect. Good girl. Good girl. You've got a little bit of a bad cough, haven't you? Right, there's just a tiny bit you missed there. But you have done that so well. That is awesome, Rosie. Well done. Right, so we'll do the other side as well, but not on camera. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well done. It's lovely having you back up here with me again. We all missed you. Right, so we are about to start working on this area here on the terrain, and Rosie is all queued up, knows what she's doing, and we're going to be making use of my method using terrain paint, which is basically house paint mixed with PVA and water. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're just going to paint it into an area down here. So just somewhere on there. Just paint it quite thick like this. Make sure to cover it all. Once you've done a bit, get some more paint and put it back on. It dries quite quick, so work quite quickly. Okay, so once you've painted a bit like that, I want you to reach over and I want you to get the sand and use the, not with the spoon, no, use this. Okay, and hold it very carefully flat. And what you need to do is basically pour it over the top, very carefully, that's it, sprinkle it over. Like that, don't have to be too precious. Like that, you see. And then once we've done one area, what we'll do is I've got your old, no, don't pick any more up. I've got your old bath down there, so I'll go down here and shake it off. And you see that the sand has stuck. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So what we need to do, can you do the next bit, paint next to it? What we need to do is we need to do the whole of this. So just paint patches, a little bit more, put some sand on it, we'll shake it off and rinse and repeat. And that is what we're going to do now. So I popped some music on, you can enjoy watching us work away on this. Well, we did another session, and all I've got left to do is this around here by the wall, which unfortunately Rosie was just too little to reach. So I'm going to get this done, and then I've also got the front to do, which also she was just been too little, and we're going to have to stand it up on its head to get that done. But she did almost all of this. She was loving it. I'm very, very proud of her. So yeah, I'll just get that done, finish doing the sanding around here. And then the next clip on this with Rosie will be painting the black over the top, which I'm going to let her do as much of as possible. I might just do like around the edges of the walls so that we don't get more like this. Not that it really matters. But yeah, we'll be working together on this again very soon, I hope. So it's time now for us, or rather for Rosie, to paint over the top of the sand. Now let me explain what happens with this, Roo. What we're doing here, so if you feel that, you can feel it's dry, but it's a little bit loose. Can you feel? Okay, if you rub your finger on it, you'll feel it moves a little bit. That means that when over time that will fall off, and that will be bad, because we'd get sand all over your playroom floor and Mummy would have shouted at us. So what we're doing here basically is by painting the black paint over the top, and you can do all of it, I'll just show you how you do it, just paint it nice and thin. Actually that's got a little bit, I need to put a little bit more water in that, so I'll dip some more water in that. But what we're going to do is going to paint all over all of the sand. Okay? So I'll just put a little bit more water in this, so that it's a little bit looser because it's just a bit thick at the moment.
But we need to put some sand on it.
No, we've done the sand. We're now sealing the sand.
Sealing? again.
Yeah, so making the sand stay. We don't want it to fall off, do we?
No.
No, so that's what we're doing now. So there we are. I've made that a little bit watery, mixing it up now so it's not too thick. Wait a second. I'm about to give it to you, don't worry. Patience, love one. Right, there you go. So paint all over it, but don't paint the walls if you can help it. So just, you can see how that goes over it. Just spread it around, nice and thin. And yeah, just paint over all of the sand. And I'll put some music on while we're getting this done. Right, so all of the black's done. I did a bit of it after we filmed. There's probably been a few, I can't remember what I filmed on this. But what we're going to do now is the dry brushing, isn't it, Roo?
Yes.
So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to get brush paint onto the brush and show Rosie roughly how to do it, because it's been a while. You will do it. Once I've shown you a little bit, then you can give it a go. So we take most of the paint off on here, and then we come along and you have the brush up high.
No,
and
we need that.
And you don't brush very much. So you do it now, just do it very gently, very gently. You don't need any more brush, any more paint, just brush it very gently. Can you see the little bits of brown that's coming on? That's what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so we are going to dry brush all of this with this brown. No, can take some off here. There we go, keep going, that's enough. We're going to dry brush all of this, and then when that's done, we'll be coming to the flocking, which is your favourite part, isn't it, Roo? The sprinkles, as you call it. So yeah, we'll put some music on and you can watch how we do this. You want to see the green stuff? This is our flock.
Wow.
Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to flock the base. So what you need to do, is you need to brush some glue. So get some glue on your paintbrush and brush a load of glue on there, just any way you want. Just brush it all over. Brush, brush, brush. A little bit more glue, take some more out. That's it, and brush it on. Brush it close to where you've already put it. Don't go all over the place. Yeah, I know, but don't do that again, because that's not very tidy. But it doesn't really matter, you can do that if you want to, actually. So yeah, paint that on. Whee! Now paint it around a bit. And then when you've got some painted, what we do, let's put your brush away. What we do, let me show you first, and then you can do it. So we do, take a little pinch, and then you just kind of sprinkle it on. So just take a little pinch, and put it on over where the glue is, okay? Only over the glue if you can, that's it. Good girl, just a little pinch and then scatter it on, that's it, perfect. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to put more glue down now. So do you want to do the sprinkles and I'll do the glue? Is that how you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, because the glue's a bit boring, isn't it? So let me just slap some glue down, and you've got the sprinkles is next to you. Give me a second to do a little bit of this, and then you can get some glue. And you can put it down where there's no sprinkles yet. Okay. So go for it. Put it on over the white stuff. Put it on over the glue. Don't worry about that. Go for it. You get some sprinkles. I'll carry it for you so it's closer. A little bit sparser than that, a little bit less in one place. Scatter it around loads. That's it. Gonna need to make some more flock at the rate you're using it, but that's fine. Oh, I'll be able to save a lot of this. That's a lot of flock. You need to do less than that. That's a lot. Do you see how much? Do you see how much there is? That's too much there. Just do less than that. I know, but you don't need to do that. So don't, just because you can spread it doesn't mean you can put lots on. So we'll do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more glue on here.
I'm doing what you say.
Yeah, take a little bit less in your hand next time. Okay, that's all. Okay. A little bit less in your hand next time. Oh, that's glue, love. That's not sprinkles.
Oh.
I'll get the sprinkles in a second. Just let me finish putting the glue on for this bit, and then you can do the sprinkles over here.
That's all of it. I need to put all the sprinkles on.
You need to just get a little bit out at a time, though.
Okay.
So let me quickly show you again how much. About that much, and then when you drop it on, can you see? Yeah, you don't need to get big handfuls. Just weave, that's it, yeah? And then throw it and then go all over it like that. You see?
Yeah.
Lots of movement in your hand. That's it. That's it. Good. Oh, well done. Very good.
This much.
Yeah, and then just sprinkle it over the white, not where you've already got green. Sprinkle it over where there's glue. So there we are, that's coming on nicely. I can shake the excess off into your old bath, can't I? And then that won't go to waste. Right, so we will put some more, we can put a little bit more here, look, watch. We'll put some more glue on and we'll keep this going. And we'll finish off this colour and I'll bring you back when we get to the next stage. Right, what are we doing, Rosie? Flocking, yes. So put it down low, sat on top of my bin actually. And this is so that Rosie can reach the back, because when it's up on the bench it's just a little bit too high even with her step. So we've got the flock again, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the glue and Rosie is going to do, there's the flock, Rosie is going to do the flocking. So first of all what we'll do is we'll paint a load of glue on the back, so don't rub it too much otherwise it might come off. We haven't sealed this yet. Yeah, we need to put more glue over everything. Once this is dried we need to put more glue over everything. That's how it works. So I'll do a little bit here, and then what you want me to do is take handfuls of the flock and throw it on top. I'll pass it to you now. Throw it on top.
No, I like to.
No, I'll get it for you. There we are. Right, get the flock and throw it onto where it's white, where the white paint is. Yep. You might need to stand up. I think sitting down you won't be able to reach. You see, that's better, isn't it? You can reach now. Yeah? So what I'm now going to do, there we are, spread that out. No, you're going to need to stand up to do it, love. Push your what's it away. You won't be able to.
Sit down.
You won't be able to reach. You couldn't reach, could you?
Please, I will stand up again. Remember, I will stand up again.
Right, stand up when you're going to do the flocking then, my love.
Okay.
Right.
Ready? Okay.
Ready? Good girl. So, don't take a huge amount now because you can reach easier now. And just flock it over the top of all the white. That's it. Over the white. Very good. And then we can flick that a bit. Right, do a bit more.
Okay.
Right, throw it towards the back. That's it. Shall I do a little bit at the back? There we are. Right, so I'm going to do behind the tower when you're not here because you won't be able to reach that. So we're just going to do this side now. Okay. There we are, that's a load of glue. Right, move this out of the way. Here's the flock. Now put your flock on the white over this side now. That's it, scatter it all around. Very good. A little bit more. That's it, very good. A little bit more, just keep going. Let's cover all that glue. Very good. That was a very good one. There we are, done. So I'll do the last little bit, which is behind the tower. But other than that, our flocking's done. So we'll wait for that to dry, and then the next step will be to seal it, and we can do that together as well. Okay? You gonna wave goodbye?
Bye.
Goodbye. Right then, so what we've got to do now is we've got to seal the grass. Yes, indeed. So you take a brush, and I'll take a brush, and let me show you what you're doing, and then you can get stuck in. So all we're doing here is we're going on, look, watch, and we're painting it all over here. Okay, so you get some paint on your brush, some glue on your brush, and just start painting it all over the green. That's it. You know, you need to brush it on.
I just like this.
Actually, use this brush, it's a bit easier for you. This brush is a bit softer. Be gentle with it, don't be too rough. So yeah, and what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that our nice flock doesn't all fall off while you're playing with it. Okay. You got a sniffle.
Yes, because that was...
Because you were crying, weren't you? Yeah, you were naughty. Right, so keep going. Just paint it over nice and thick, like this. And I'll start doing outside.
Look what I'm doing.
Yeah, you need to spread it out as well. Good girl. Hold it a bit more upright. Remember, hold the brush upright and then you get a better spread. That's it, very good girl. Oh, careful, don't pull too much out because you're dropping it all over the floor. And I just dropped it all over the floor as well. Good girl. Right, when it's bubbling, look, can you see it was pooling quite a lot there? Don't pool it so much. Do it where you haven't done yet. That's it. Spread it around as much as you can. Good girl. Right, see that big pool?
Yes.
You don't need to get more glue because you can spread that big pool out, can't you? And see, like this. Boop, boop.
No, I need some more.
No, but if there's a big pool, then you're not to get more. You're to spread it all out. Okay.
I did the picture.
You did.
Oh, we need to put my painting jumper.
No, this is okay because it's not coloured.
My jumper.
This is okay because it's not coloured. It's okay.
I just put them on myself.
Oopsie, careful then. Don't do it if you can. Don't do it deliberately.
I just need to.
Do you want me to swap your jumper?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay. There we are. Keep going. Don't put too much in one place. Spread it out, love. Very good. Right, one more thing to do. Hop down because I need to turn the whole thing round very quickly.
Okay.
And we have one more thing that we need to do.
What?
Right here.
Oh, good. I love it.
So up you stand.
I love it. Like that.
And let's just do this. Get a little bit. That's it. Quick. That's it. Oh. It's okay. Go on then. Right, hold it upright, love. Not flat. Upright like this.
I did it like this.
No, you're holding it very flat. Hold it upright.
I am holding it.
No, you're not holding it upright. I'm watching you. You're not holding. That's upright. So hold it upright. That's it. Like that. That's it. Perfect. There we are. Very good. Last little bits. There we are. Do the last little bits and then we are finished.
I am.
No, don't need more glue. All done. Very good. Right, no more glue needed. We did it. Good girl. Right.
I found some.
Right, Ruru.
Yeah.
Are you going to say bye-bye to the camera?
Bye-bye, silly.
Right, so first of all, Rosie, as we've just been talking about off camera, pretending this is going to be what you can see is just have a rub of that and feel just how well that is dried on, and it will not come off because of all the glue we put on it. So that's done a really good job. So I'm really pleased about that. So what we're doing today is we're going to put the walkways in at the back of the castle. So the first thing I need you to do, you don't need a stick for this, just push them through like that. Let's get all of these ones out. Push, there we are, and this, that's it, excellent, and this. No, not there. That's it, and that one. That's it, and the last one. Perfect. So these are the supports. Oh, one went on the floor. I'll pick it up. Don't worry. Hee hee. These are the supports that are going to hold the walkways. So what we're going to do, watch what I do. We're going to very carefully fold them in half. So can you do that on one of these?
Okay.
Let's fold them in half.
Fold them in half.
Perfect. Look at you. You did it perfectly. So do another one.
Okay.
That's it.
Fold it in half.
Fold it down the centre. That's it. That one wasn't quite so perfect.
No.
Now do this one.
Carefully fold it in. Carefully fold it
Like that.
in half.
I don't bend the little nook in. That's okay. And now do that one just like that. You see?
Yes.
There we are. Right now. So that's that. So what we're now going to do, and you might find it a bit of a struggle to reach, but see if you can reach. Can you get? No. So take that. Let's do it together. Maybe. Let's do it together. You take this one. Let me show you. No, you need to keep them folded in half. Let me show you how it goes in. You can do the next one. So you push it in like that. It's actually not that easy. There we are. Let's see.
That's a bridge.
There we are. It will be a bridge. Exactly. So you take this one. Do it with me. Let's do it together. You take it as well. Hold it there. And then you come to this. And we slide it in at an angle. It's not very easy, unfortunately. There we are. And push. And you done it. Well done. Perfect.
It's a little bit hard on this. It's a little bit hard and it's hurting me.
Oh, I'm sorry it hurt you, love. Do you want me to do the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to do this bit.
Okay, you fold it for me and pass them to me, and I will slot them in place.
There you go.
Thank you very much. And then we'll have one more of that.
There you go.
Thank you, love. Right, so that's all of our supports for these walkways. There we are. Right, so the next thing to do is if you can take this, and this goes on top of there. Now you can't see very well, so you hold it, and it slots in like this. And then that gets popped out, and it goes like that. Push down, not too hard. That's it. There we are. So that's on there. So now I need to find number 26, and you need to pop that out. So I'll find you the part. Part number 26 is that long one at the top. Can you take that out?
Yes.
There we are. Perfect. And that, well, I'm going to get you some sticks, and or actually, can you push these little slots out in the middle?
I can do it.
With your little finger. That's it. Perfect. Well done. And the next one. That's it. You see? Perfect. That then slots across.
That can go in there if you want.
I did that upside down because I'm an idiot. That goes like that. That's better.
See?
You've got a doorway, haven't you? Oh, you're going to put them in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can see the carpet with.
Good idea. There we are. And that slots across the top there. Can you see we've got a little walkway?
Yeah.
And it's not very easy, but we're getting there.
I like it to do that.
You can if you want to. Do you want to do that?
No, I say I play with it.
You will get to play with it very soon. That's the whole point of this. You've got your little your little figures to play on it, haven't you? We'll paint them up together. I'll probably do that next, I think. This is a bit fiddly.
I'm very good at painting.
You are very good at painting. You're very good at lots of things.
I did painting at school today.
Did you do painting at school today?
Yes.
That's awesome. Can you push that little slot out, please? Very good. Push it again. There we are. Right, that now is going to go here. And that is the walkway done. How about that?
I like another one.
Yeah, there's another one to go. I'm not sure what goes up there. I think I know what goes up there.
A black one.
Let me see if I can find. There it is. The shield goes up there. Oh, I'm making a mess. Right, can you push that one out? No, it's oh, we got it. Well done. And I think, does that go? Yes, you were very strong. Right, that goes on the outside. So let's turn this around. 1 second. If you duck yourself down. Hop. Rotate. There we go. Sorted. You can stand up now. And this shield.
Cool.
So we bend those 2 tabs in. Like that. That's it. And let them stand up at about 90 degrees. And then if you want to, just can you see where it slots? You slot it in there. And that is the castle done. What do you think of it, Roo? Do you like it?
No, it's not.
No, there's a few other bits and pieces to do, but we're not going to do them now. What you can do is you can push all of those little tabs out of that if you want to. You see, just put them all out like that.
I want to put them in there.
Okay, so this is a ladder, and this is going to lean up against the inner walkway, and then we really are done. There we are. How about that? Right. So the next thing we'll do is we'll make these siege engines, but we'll do that another night. The actual castle is complete. You gonna wave goodbye?
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao. Well done, Rosie. Really good work. You found some more? Right, she'll keep tidying up, and I'll be back with the next step shortly. And as it happens, there was no next step. So there we are. That was a lot of fun. This is actually an old build that I've left the editing for probably a good year, 18 months ago, as I record this outro, that this video was recorded, and Rosie has had a lot of fun playing. We've got some little figures, some little army figures that she plays with it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to play with since. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Really appreciate every single one of you that comment on these videos. It's very inspiring to me, and does keep me motivated. So thank you if you do comment, but if you don't, then don't worry about it. That's fine. I'm just glad that you've watched the video, particularly if you've made it this far. And I wrap up by saying, as you always do, to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.